On this week's show, we're headed into the mountains of northern British Columbia. The terrain is rough, our packs are heavy, the fog is thick, but the mountains are calling.
Well, we just decided to take a little break here. We just finished quite a little slog up from the lake, getting into here, and we thought this was all going to be nice grassy meadowland, but looking at the mapping system, and it turns out it's all a burn. So there's a lot of deadfall. It's tough getting into here. So I'm kind of at a little bit of a junction right now. We're on a bit of a knoll here, and there's 3 different finger ridges in front of us. So we're just gonna glass them off here, and if we don't find any sheep, then we gotta pick one of these basins to start hiking down. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get there tonight. It's about 5:30 now. So hopefully we can pick up a sheep, but if we can't, I guess we're gonna flip a coin and see which one we gotta get down into.
I gotta go.
We're at?
Basically, we've been looking there. See the 2 gray rock slides kind of meet up right at the bottom of that basin? Like kind of a rock face, but a black crack.
No, yeah, I got him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, right there.
He's moving across there pretty good.
He's yellow, eh?
Yeah. Sticks out like a sore thumb on that green backdrop.
Yep. He's moving. Moving left to right, or left to right.
And these bugs are wily. I'm like dressed up for winter right now. Should have probably brought that bug spray out.
We need to suffer.
Yeah.
We don't suffer enough on these hunts. But yeah, I agree. These bugs are pretty bad.
They can't bite through this. This is mosquito armor.
They're biting my wrist. My wrist is full of blood. They're biting my legs. The rest of my body's fine. It's just my legs and my wrists.
Just gotta cover every orifice except the eyeball.
And we're still pretty far. It's hard to even see like that goat if you're not kind of zoomed in on him. Still hard to see, so you can just imagine how hard a mature stone sheep ram would blend in to these rocks.
Well, we are in the shit. It is just blowdowns everywhere. We're literally log walking over logs like this just to stay off the ground because it's just so thick with blowdowns, and it does not look like there's any signs of it letting up. I mean, it's just non-stop everywhere we go. We got to get way back there, and it's taking us a lot longer than we anticipated, so hopefully we don't lose a man on the way in. It is tough going. It's day 2 of this, so I'm really hoping that by the end of the day today we're out of it, but time will tell.
Well, folks, we are officially down a man. We lost Cheese. I don't know if you can hear that helicopter in the background, but he's just down there in the valley. Cheese hurt himself yesterday, banged up one of his legs, so.
Took a tumble last night and I couldn't make it up. Hurt myself, so I had to call in an evac. Take me out of here. Here's what I'm dealing with. That's why I can't go on anymore.
Yesterday he kind of went down to the river and hit the S.O.S button on his inreach, and they're pulling him out of here. They're evacuating, so the SAR-Tech's been down there for a few hours now, cutting the heli pad and making sure he's okay. He is okay. We've been chatting with him, and I hiked down there this morning, went and said goodbye, and there goes his bird right there. So really sucks. We're a 3-man team and we work really well that way, so you know, Cheese is okay now. He's in good hands, but now Trav and I are gonna have to do all the camera work here, so hopefully we do a good job for you guys. Well, it's morning, day 1 of the sheep opener, and we are officially in sheep country. It's a slog to get up here, but we're here. So we just set up our base camp here. We dropped off a bunch of supplies there, and now Trav and I are hiking up into the clouds way past this little peak here. So we got 5 days of food with us, and it should be good. Time to start spotting some sheep. Found a spot for a camp here. We got a nice little rock wall shelter. We're just kind of flattening out a nice bottom here, and we're gonna wait probably about 30 minutes. We'll get the tent set up, get all our stuff unpacked. Hopefully it doesn't rain in that time, and have a quick bite to eat. And we're gonna go get to class. We got camp all set up, and now we're just setting up some rain traps here. Looks like some weather's moving in. So here's mine. We got rocks on all the corners, and then take one rock, put it right in the middle. So now, anytime it rains, we should be catching water in there. I think Trav's might be a little better than mine. You got a bit bigger of a hole in there. We'll see if it downpours like it did last night. Should give us enough water to last for tomorrow at least. We did see some snow just over there, so we're gonna go check that out here later this afternoon. And I mean, if there's nice snow melt, we'll just drink that. That'd be a lot easier, but hey, always gotta be prepared. Well, the skies are kind of opening up for us right now, and we're just glassing this real nice basin. We've been in here for about an hour, and we were just thinking to go check out the next little finger ridge, and we heard a bunch of shale going, big rocks tumbling on the backside of this ridge here, so I figured we'd wait. It's probably an animal, we thought, maybe some sheep. And we just had a sow and 2 cubs, grizzly bear, just come over this ridge, and they're just kind of feeding up in this mountain meadow here behind us. So Trav's up there now, he's getting some footage. But we were just saying earlier how it's nice once you get up into the Alpine, you don't usually have to worry too much about grizz, but they're here. There's a sow and 2 cubs. The sow's just munching away on some grass, kind of feeding towards us a little bit and towards our tent. And then you got the 2 cubs. 2 cubs are just playing, wrestling, throwing each other around. One will run away, the other one will come in behind it, swipe it in the ass, they'll tumble all over the place. It's pretty cool to watch. But this sow, even though it's not a big bear, it's just a totally different bear than a black bear. They're just so stocky. Head's just like a block. It's pretty cool to watch, man. I love grizzlies. I don't like them when they're this close to our tent, though.
We're gonna have to do something. If they keep feeding this way, we're gonna have to spook them or something, because don't want to end up with no tent and no food. We hiked it all the way up here. Don't want to lose it.
Yeah, these bears are pretty sweet to watch. They're kind of just like disappearing behind knolls. You see the sow's back, but the two little cubs will just like disappear. They're just like rolling around in the grass, fighting with each other. The sow doesn't really care. She just keeps on going, and they just follow her or get in front of her and then just keep fighting. They're super cool bears. They're only, I don't know, maybe 650, 700 yards now. They're kind of getting a little closer. But see how close they get there. If they get within a couple hundred and they don't turn, we'll get out there and hopefully we can get them to turn around. But this fog is kind of coming in like a wall here behind us. So we just might lose them. They might get eaten by the fog. And we won't know where they are, so. Oh, nice.
Weapon!
That's a good one. I didn't think there was caribou up here.
Guess there is.
Guess there's some pretty decent ones up here. But we're here for sheep, not caribou, so. And not goats. Watch, we're gonna see a bunch of caribou, a bunch of goats.
Bunch of moose. Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. So we found our first snow patch here. So I'm sure if we get down a little lower there, we should be able to find ourselves a bit of a water trickle so we don't have to keep drinking out of puddles.
I feel like a gazelle. Or any animal, I guess.
You look like a gazelle. But on top of that, just right up there, pretty sure I just found a little caribou shed. Second shed of the day. This one had a nice kicker on him. Let's see, I'll go have a look here, see if there's any water coming out of that snow. It's not the fastest way to do it, but definitely gives you the cleanest water. It's always nice to catch rainwater, but it's usually pretty warm, full of bugs, grass, lots of other stuff. So it's nice when you're getting this glacial water or snow melt. It's really cold. Feels good, especially on a nice hot day like today. And it kind of tastes a little different. It tastes sweet. I like that.
Caribou shit.
It might be the caribou shit, yeah. But it tastes good. Well, we got some goats. It's day 4 of the open season. Still haven't laid eyes on any sheep. But there's a nanny and a kid here on the wall. Just amazing to see that kid run around. It's just like no fear whatsoever. Just sheer cliff below it, sheer cliff above it. It's just prancing around, playing on the hillside with its mom. Pretty cool stuff. Picked up 6 more goats, 4 what I believe to be nannies and 2 kids. Kind of getting a little depressing out here, seeing nothing but goats. There's gotta be sheep in here somewhere, but we just cannot seem to find them. I call this place Goat Mountain. Goat cheese. Be a good one. Cheese would like that. Goat cheese mountain. Where's the sheep? Looks like we can almost see that far peak over there, so that's good.
Well, perfect time for lunch, so may as well
Indulge. Crush a bit of ramen, and hopefully this sky's clear up. It'll be nice to get a little bit of heat in our bellies anyways.
Yeah, that's the one thing about being wet and in the wind. It's just cold.
Cold and crappy, but
it's all about how comfortable you are being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty comfortable being uncomfortable. I don't know about you.
My feet are soaked, my whole body's soaked. I'm freezing cold. But I'm happy as a clam, man. I couldn't be happy. See, the one thing I like about ramen is it's gotta have a lot of water. You need at least 500 mils to cook a good ramen, because for me anyways, I'm not really eating it for the noodles. I like the broth. I like it to keep me hot, so I want to slurp a good soup. I'm gonna leave my noodles extra long so I get an extra slurp. Now the cool thing about these ramen specifically is that they're spicy. They got all this Asian writing on there, so you know they like their spice. Another cool thing about cooking up here when it's cold is get a little bit of extra heat. Now you don't want to waste too much fuel because we only got one canister for the two of us while we're up here, so a good 20-30 second boil and that's all you get. Gotta eat a little bit of crispy noodles sometimes. Oops. Good enough. Good enough. And that's a ramen.
That's my recipe.
That's my ramen recipe. Well, we got a moose down in the valley. Looks like a pretty nice bull. It's kind of foggy. I can just kind of see his rack through the fog down here, but looks pretty good. Oh, I think there's two of them actually. Two moose, maybe a cow. Oh shit, there's four. There's four bulls down there. There's three, like two really nice ones. One pretty good bull and then one little shit fork, but that's cool to see, man. So the bull in front, he's a tri-palm, so he would be a legal bull, but he's not one of the big ones. He's just a little smaller guy. What do you think, Trav? Come back here for a moose hunt?
Hell no. Hell, I'm never coming back here. Well, maybe. But it's a little bit too much for a moose.
Yeah,
The Lucifer's Plains, or the blow down alley is just too much for.
you don't think we'd call him out of the valley?
Nah,
It's only a couple K.
only a couple K of blowdown. If we had a chainsaw and cut a trail, it wouldn't be bad, but
This fog's really gotta piss off though, so we gotta start finding some rams in here.
yep.
It's like you get 3 minutes-ish, and then can't see for 10.
Oh, I know. It's frustrating.
I hope
As
it-
soon as you think you see something, and fog rolls in, you gotta wait, and then just to find out that it's nothing.
Well, the anticipation's always building, so.
Now the next 4 days dragged on painfully slowly, and we were completely consumed by the fog and the rain. Our water traps were keeping us well hydrated, but all we could do was stumble around, hoping to bump into some sheep, because glassing in this dense of fog was just not an option.
Well, we're pretty socked in today, so good day to kind of do some camp chores, fill up on water, and do a little bit of shed hunting here. Picked up a couple back here.
Now all you can do when the weather's poor is to try and keep your mind occupied and maintain a positive attitude. but there's only so many books I can read and stories Trav and I can tell each other. So on the 4th day of being completely socked in, we decided to start building.
Last little touch here. I proclaim ye Enoch, protector of the caribou. This is probably the best little Inukshuk that we built. He's actually huge, he's not that little. But we like to build these things just so if people ever come by, they'll know that we were here. Pretty cool little critter. And it's just nice. One day we'll have a whole compilation of all these cool places that we've been. And maybe if you guys at home ever see one, well, you can let us know that you've been here or you found one of our Inukshuks. Remember, this one's named Enoch.
On the morning of day 9 with 0 sheep spotted thus far, we decided to move camp to an entirely new range.
We have not seen one sheep up here, just nothing but goats. So we're gonna be kind of heading over that direction onto those mountains over there. Hopefully, we get 10 more days worth of food, so hopefully it's not gonna take us 10 days to get around, but if it does, it does. Do what we gotta do.
I'll save you guys the monotony of the long trek, but needless to say, it was a few more days of trekking through some nasty blowdown.
This is what they call turtle.
Come on, Jeff, you can do it.
My rifle stuck between my pack and my rifle stuck between the trees.
No, it looks pretty good to me. Come on, man, you can do it. On the eve of day 11, we finally summited a new range. The weather was clearing up, and we had high hopes for this spot. Next time on Alpine Carnivore.
We're just getting out of the tent. Trav just went for a piss and he just picked up 2 rams on our ridge. But he's still bad and no idea we're here. We got a wall of fog, almost no visibility. Done.